Welcome. Thank you for joining me today to learn more about the Child Development Associate, or the CDA. My name is Dr. Claudine Campanelli, and I'm the Senior Director of Career Development and Higher Education at the New York Early Childhood Professional Development Institute here at CUNY. I'm also a faculty member at CUNY's School of Professional Studies, where I serve as the Program Director for the SPS's credit-bearing CDA. I've been invited by Alyssa Vine, CUNY's University Director of Credit for Prior Learning, to share more information about the CDA. CUNY's Office of Academic Affairs will be convening a committee of faculty from early childhood education programs across the university to evaluate the CDA for credit for prior learning purposes. The committee will determine the certification's alignment with college-level learning and recommend how CUNY colleges should award credit to individuals who have earned the CDA credential. This video is intended as a way for interested faculty to learn more about the specific requirements, standards, and competencies associated with the CDA. We hope that this will help the committee start out on the same page about what the CDA is and the learning and assessment process it represents. And so first, I want to talk about the credentialing issuing agency, and that is the Council for Professional Recognition, and they're based in Washington, D.C. So many individuals can attain the training for the CDA and attain completion certifications. Only the Council of Professional Recognition can award the credential. The CDA itself is a nationally recognized credential. It is transferable and recognized in 37 states and territories and several countries. The goals and the intention of the Council and of the CDA is one, to develop highly qualified teachers, to create opportunities for career and academic mobility, to strengthen the workforce, and to ensure that our providers and teachers have the skills, knowledge, and disposition to serve families and children well. Now, the requirements to attain a CDA is universal. And what we see here on the screen are the minimum requirements that any individualized trainer, training organization, or university needs to provide a CDA candidate. One, all applicants to the council must hold a high school diploma or GED. Additionally, each individual must attain a minimum of 120 hours of lecture and coursework. If individuals are going to be acquiring multiple designations, which we'll get into in a moment, they will need more than 120 hours. Individuals will need 480 hours of fieldwork per designation, have a completed portfolio, a completed application to the council, complete a written exam, and a verification visit. And the CDA is based on a set of competencies and standards. We have 6 competencies, 8 standardized areas, and 13 functional areas. And each candidate must demonstrate competency in these areas through their portfolio, their written exam, and observations of work with children, their peers where they work, and their family members. Now, I know this slide might be difficult to read. However, this is the standard competency goals outlined by the Council for Professional Recognition. Now, for those of you who will be joining the committee, we will have this as a downloadable document to support your ongoing review of the standards and competencies steps. The work of the CDA Evaluation Committee will be looking closely at the standards, competencies, functional areas, as well as the credential requirements and mechanisms for assessing CDA candidates in order to identify how the learning associated with the CDA aligns with the learning outcomes and competencies associated with CUNY curriculum in early childhood education. The committee's evaluation process will rely on resources, including a variety of training materials and curricula in use across New York State, crosswalks of competencies, activities, and functional areas, and their designation documents, the council's verification visit rubric, and a sampling of CUNY SPS articulation agreements, portfolio requirements, and all of this, along with materials from the National Association for the Early Childhood and previously unavailable data from the Council on Professional Recognition, will help the committee understand what the CDA means as a credential of value in the field of childcare and in higher education. We hope that many faculty across CUNY will take an interest in this work to establish credit for prior learning pathways into CUNY colleges for CDA credentialed childcare staff.